How dare you? You transitioned. I thought we were live.
All
Well,
right. Well, now everyone should hear us.
will Game Stable and Gravity Beetle chart a course to victory, or will Mason and Urbani say, "Come and take it"? Welcome, Sunshine fans and bingo enthusiasts, to the 2v2 bingo tournament. My name is Lego, and I'm joined here in the commentary booth by the only Juan. Hello,
Hello.
Mr. Juan.
Thank you for having me, Lego.
How's your evening been? I know it's late on the East Coast. Not nearly as late out here in beautiful Seattle and in California.
Been good. How did the Breath of the Wild bingo? Came in second. Been a good day.
Always good. And we're off to the races here. This is Blackout, I believe.
No, this is regular lockout.
Oh, this is regular lockout. It's hard when all the formats keep changing on you. Well, first the third team cannot click your opponent's goals, and we're off to the races. So what's jumping out at you right away? I see a couple things. I want to hear your thoughts. 5 and 7 Bluebirds in the middle, row 3. Up there with 4 and 5 unique boss shines. There's 8M graffiti entrance shines as well. Works well with some of those boss shines and unique bosses.
Transition to the card view. Easier.
100 coin shine in a boss episode. 3 hiddens. Plays well with those M graffiti shines. I could see like a gelato start.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, actually, gelato's not bad. Wait, oh, the gelato's in M, right? In graffiti? Yeah, it is. For 8M graffiti shines. Huh.
I wonder if you do something cute with I don't know if you can get away with rushing gelato here though.
Yeah, there's not enough, I think, that constitutes a rush. I mean, was there 15 gelato blues? The birds.
Just
Get,
the birds.
getting the
Your
birds there.
fruit ladies, M entrance graffitis, episode shines, 5 from 3. Looking at the pinna stuff that you can spot, I see pinna 5 from the back hoverless. I see
Mason's game's pretty low. I raised it up. Should be better.
not a ton of pinna payoff, it seems. Not even a lot of Noki payoff either. 12 Noki blues, 2 boss rematches, maybe you could consider a Noki goal. Just because it's somewhat convenient to do it as Rico 1 through 5 and then Noki 2.
Oh, someone's yelling at me to turn on the timer. Uh, yeah, the
But I
three
mean, like, other than
hundos.
like 25 pinna blues and pinna 5 from the back hoverless, 12 Noki blues, I don't really see any payoff for going deep, right? Or like deep
Right.
to
I mean, this.
rush pinna or Noki.
Yeah. 25 kind of stinky. You need the baskets. I mean, 5 bluebirds would be good for Pinna here because you don't really see 5 bluebirds in Bianco on this card. Unless you're trying to take away that value. You could do the bird
Now,
in
I think if you're
Sonata.
gonna see 7 bluebirds, you're gonna see it in Bianco.
Oh, I forgot there's 7 there. Yeah, we will
There's
probably
5
see a
and
7.
7, right?
Yeah.
And with 2 boss rematches on the card, and not a ton of reason to get paid off for going all the way to Noki, I could see like I almost want to see a Bianco Rico start out of one player, and then the other player goes for unique bosses and piantissimos and hundreds and tries to like mop up slower stuff on the periphery. Because if by hard committing to Bianco and Rico, you're getting M graffiti shines, you're
Right.
getting birds, you're um You're getting boss rematches, Bianco 4 Floodless. You're getting towards boss shines, but not unique boss shines. 2 boss rematches being on the same card as 5 uniques makes this difficult. Because 2 boss rematches is going to require you to play the same boss twice.
Uh-huh.
I would not be surprised if 5 uniques is done discreetly from the person who's doing 2 boss rematches. I think that's how you have to divide it up.
You know, the 2 boss
Everything
rematches is also 9 episodes.
Yeah. And it also ends up being 8 M graffitis as well.
Yeah, the bosses here are strong with Rico and Yonko. It's definitely not a wait till Noki. The
This
question
is
is,
definitely much more of a routing challenge. There's virtually no payoff for a pinna rush here. There is very little payoff once you get to Noki. Um, this is like the most. This is a pretty favorable card for a slower duo because there's not really anything that Urbani can run away with. If there's no like clear path for a speed bully to take here. You're gonna have to chart a course that's going to involve this smorgasbord of sort of random goals.
dude, I feel like you could easily speed bully the bosses. Deep Bianco to deep.
Yeah,
I mean, that's like the only thing.
I
I guess
guess.
getting
Yeah,
to
so you put
Noki.
Urbani, you put like your faster player on. I almost prefer secure Bianco for hoverless with travel skip, then bail
Oh,
and go to
you think
and
travel
go
skip?
to
I would say ditch travel skip. I think you'd want to
actually, yeah,
compete for the
just
goal.
re-enter, eat the cutscene, I guess. Yeah,
No,
because the
you'd want to eat
movement there.
both, especially if you're going for the boss rematch. Maybe you want to end with PD2 as your rematch,
That's what
as
I'm
your final
thinking. Is
one.
I think
Yeah.
we end with PD2.
The problem is when do you like there's some play there because you could also trade like 2 rockets, right? Someone could get 2 rockets and spend some time going back and forth, while the other person could finish getting the 2 boss rematches. Less shine, but then you don't have progress towards 5 birds. I mean, someone could do PD2 right away, get the bird, go do other stuff, right? Give up on the 2 boss rematches. We'll see what these players decide. But let's get over to the other screen.
They are off to the races. A curious card with not a lot of late game payoff. We'll see how it works out for the two of them. And Urbani heading to over to unlock Bianco, showing off that scumbag movement. Seems like Bianca's the target for 3 out of our 4 competitors. Meanwhile, GB getting a head start here on what looks like a hover cop.
We don't really see that often. I usually see that though in a pinner rush.
So is this is interesting now. So what do you think GB is going for with this? 9 Delfinos is the obvious choice.
Right, right, right.
But there's not a lot else in terms of like incidental progress you're going to make. There's some explicit Delfino goals in 9 Delfinos and 3 Fruit Ladies, but there's not like any reds where you're going to get like incidental progress towards that. Maybe you do hundreds box game 3 if you're GB.
I I think we will see a box game 3 with birds in gelato rushing to pinna to get 5 birds before someone can get it with Bianco. Although I guess Bianco's probably favored to rush it. Maybe not actually. E2's super slow. But yeah, it's looking like GB is doing great rush while all the other players are doing any percent. Mason getting the pepper. Probably goes I
Rico
mean
rush
Rico
maybe.
or Bianca or Gelato. I mean I guess no Gelato you would get a couple more. This could be a box game rush as well. After this refresh, you'll have box game open.
I don't know if you rush box game 3 here though. Feels a
Yeah,
little premature.
it's a new goal. I'm not quite sure when to go for it. People seem to rush it. I mean Connect 5 he like had to rush it because it just like closed down a good column. But yeah, in lockout, I don't know. You lose about a shine's worth of progress. Do it. but it is a goal, and it's looking
Mason's
like
going for
Mason's.
box game 1 right now.
Yeah. And this could also work with a gelato rush. I mean, just slightly slower one. But this should give GB the advantage to Pinna.
You will have to see. 3 shines apiece for the Delfino-bound portions of each team. Urbani already most of the way through PD. Game, less so. There's that speed coming out.
True. Game is a 130 player?
Game's got the moves, but Urbani is a different breed.
116 players are built different. Or 115, I don't know what Urbani has.
Well, mostly just a different breed in this competition. Urbani, one of the fastest, if not the fastest. Right up there with the Finnish fiend himself.
True. I can't think of anything else. Wait, SM also be fast. Although SM's not in this tourney. True. Oh, OBS, no more drop frames. Thank you.
So this appears to be box game 3 out of Mason here. This will give GB some breathing room. He ended up a little behind. Now, granted, that was due to speed of shines, but
GB does not look interested in box game at all. Looking like
which is a good
Pinna
call.
rush.
Like is a good call right
Yep,
now.
it
He
would've
was
been a
having
race.
aspirations for that. A little bit of a rough fall there.
There's
Bonnie
Click.
already in the secret as game enters for Bianco 3. So I wonder if that's the game plan here from these teams. They're sending half the folks through Bianco for episodes, for M's, and then have the Delfino folks make plays for the slower stuff, the stuff that you can do pretty much at any time. Hundreds in a boss shine, 300s, fruit ladies, low progression stuff.
Definitely looks like we're gonna have, yeah, two of them going for Pinna? I didn't think Pinna was that strong.
There's some synergy that we're just not seeing, right? Like, I guess 25 Pinna blues, if you had to pick 25 blues to do in a single level, not the worst in the world. Combos with 45, I suppose. It is a requirement to get towards Delfino Rocket, notably. But it looks like Mason is deviating from this rush right now, heading towards Gelato. Get that unlocked.
You have to unlock it. Neither player has unlocked Rico, so first unlock. I'm gonna count or see shine
Not
count.
sure what Mason's aspiring to do here.
He was trying to get the last hit while going to the sewers to get some blues. And then go back
Gonna be able to
before
get
he
it
goes
in
back
time.
down.
Oh, it was the first set of damage. I was like, he does know it does warp him back, right?
Oh, yeah. But he's gotta get back there before the plant goes down. There's
Or else
hoverless.
it's all for naught.
GB or game just entering. Now will game go get the rocket?
I think you have to right now.
As soon as you see this, I would just forfeit the bosses. I mean, not like I can do anything better. Just lose.
I would actually go do three reds. Hidden shine. Now, granted, you kind of want to get Bianco 4 done anyway.
Yeah, it's tough. You could also rush PD. Yeah, this is a tough call for game.
No, at this point, game needs to read Bianco 4 hoverless being clicked that far in advance and reconsider part of his route. At this point, there's not a lot he can do to contest what Urbani is about to execute on, which is going to be 8 M graffitis, 9 episodes, and potentially 2 rockets. He's just now behind to. He's now behind to what I figured was Game's route, and so the question is can Game react and come up with something else to do to potentially cut power from what he was planning to do? I think 2 rockets would be something good to do here. I think
He didn't get the
maybe
rocket, though.
prioritizing 5 birds. He didn't get the rocket, but he can go back, right? If he bails after Rico 3 and just goes and gets the rocket nozzle there, that is a possibility.
Then Urbani could also do the same thing. This way,
I
Game
mean,
could've just stayed in there.
Urbani can do the exact same. Like, that's not really an argument here. Urbani could do any number of things. What I think Urbani's doing is prioritizing 8M's 9 episodes.
Yes.
And 2 boss rematches. And as such, will rush 8M's being the more general goal, right? Which will involve him doing Rico 1 through 5. And then go back and do Bianco 5 for 2 boss rematches. And so, with that being my anticipated route for Urbani, Game needs to do something other than that in order to succeed.
So I'm seeing Mason get a lot of blues here. This is gonna let GB have the lead. GB's just straight rushing 9 Delfino. I haven't seen any unlocks.
GB has not touched either plant.
So unless they do both of them right now, do it in one Plaza state. No, GB's just going straight Delfino rush. Thinks that they're racing Mason, probably.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the box game 3 click was not that far in advance of GB collecting a 5th shine. So and I don't know. I think you may have to read that as a race. If you are GB, it's a little unfortunate because I think the goal here from Mason was to get box game 3 and this set up for Delfinos and then potentially transition out of it. Got the hit in there, grabbed the birds. Is now back to the Delfino race, so he's now set up better for 5 birds.
Yeah, and then with these unlocks, you can just trade after you unlock Rico. Blues did Mason get at 15. You can get 5 more Delfino. Then you just trade in after 1 more shine. And
GB completes the rush at a total of 10 shines. He's gotten 9 Delfinos.
Yeah, with this, Mason knows that GB does not have any birds.
Yeah, GB has no birds. GB has probably not even unlocked a single plant, which is true. Gonna get started on the Rico one here. Urbani has grabbed the rocket in Rico 3. It is all set and buttoned up with his 6th M graffiti shine.
Mason did not want to unlock Rico.
Mason may be trying to get to 20 then with the 2 birds and then unlock the plant and trade.
I haven't seen if Mason got the other bird. I will assume so. If not, we'd probably see it before that. Alright, so yeah, GB's unlocking. Gonna need to unlock...
First unlock done there.
Yep. I mean, maybe after this unlock, GB enters for birds. Oh. Okay, yeah, GB is interested in birds.
Searching for the first one here. Meanwhile, Urbani just moving right along. Having a bit of a time of it. So is Game, for that matter. Trying to get up top. Does not have to be done hoverless, as he shows us, but grabs the rocket nozzle anyway. So one rocket nozzle apiece for both of the bottom competitors in this set. Not bottom as in bottom class, more like bottom as in bottom of your screens.
I didn't see
And
Urbani
like I
get rocket,
mentioned,
but I
there's
trust
Mason
you.
with the trade. Gonna put him at 9 shines. One more away.
Yeah, what does Mason have left? Do you need Beach Pipe? I guess you have left
You
belt as well.
can do Beach Pipe. You can do one of the bells. He's got options. I think he's gonna go for Beach Pipe here.
Oh,
No,
turns
rethinking.
around.
Gonna get the fire guy.
Pianta.
Interesting. Don't know about this.
It's unfortunately not enough time for GB to secure birds and enter Pinna. And getting birds will set GB back in Pinna as well.
Yeah, it ends up being that Mason just was able to execute his entire game plan the way he wanted to, and the 9 Delfino rush just it wasn't fast enough to be able to net GB a sizable lead to do anything else. So
I mean, it kind of canceled out because Mason did box game 3, got the extra shine.
Yeah.
Or the shine with
yeah,
no value.
Mason did box game 3, which sort of slowed him down a little bit. But at this point, Mason's has the Pinna cutscene available to him. He's ready and able to enter Pinna. Meanwhile, GB needs to get these birds and collect this shine. As I mentioned, as I predicted, Urbani finishes out 8 M graffitis here. And so Game is now bailing and going for rockets.
Which is a good call.
Good call. We'll net him that goal if he goes for it right away. Meanwhile, Mason, as you may have noticed, did not get the other bird in Delfino. Finally finished that up. Now is at 4 birds, along with GB's at 3. Did not get the one over box game yet. Well, he's actually at 2. This is a certified bird moment.
If only I had the gift.
Brought to you by Birds.
Maybe if our budget increases, we can add the GIF. Yeah, Urbani sees the
GB
clip.
was able
goes
to
back.
get, or sorry, Game Stabled was able to get the rocket nozzle in time. Gonna start Bianco 5 here, the both of them.
This is set up for 7 birds for later as well. Won't get 4 bosses though. Or 2 boss rematches, unfortunately.
Urbani will get 9 episodes and 2 boss rematches with this click, or with this boss, with this shine. Put the green team, Turtle and the Bunny, at 6 goals. Also gets him 4 bosses as well. I nearly forgot. They'll put him at 7 total.
Yeah. Yeah, this is looking pretty rough. Mason is ahead to blue totals as well. GB not very interested in blues. Game as well.
Yeah, both of them just avoiding blues, leaving that to their co-conspirators.
Honestly, could a game have stolen 9 episodes?
I don't think so.
The speed, he was 2 episodes down.
He was 2 episodes down. He would need to find 2 fast. He would have to like bail and go to
Rico.
He would have to go to. He'd have to go somewhere else, right? He'd have to like what's available to him at that point. Gelato 1.
Rico 4-5. That versus Piana 1-2.
Yeah.
Those are your only options because
But
unlocking
but
would
no,
be too slow.
but game still needed also this particular shine, right?
True, it'd be
Game needed
3.
3 at that point. He would. I mean, if you went and did like Pianta 1 through 3, that isn't actually half bad in the cosmic scale of things. Like 5 from 3 is a possible goal, but you kind of want to finish out what you have. But there's the click there. 3 clicks from Turtle and the Bunny. Game is going to watch this shine spawn and be kind of disappointed.
Yeah, well, I mean, game wasn't at any of those clicks, but we'll be sad.
Yeah, that basically game just got speed bullied by Urbani. Now, Urbani notably leaving did not get the 7th Bluebird here. Or rather, one of the potential 7th Bluebirds here. And yeah, I think the diagnosis that I had after the Bianco 4 flood hoverless click was game needed to change up his route and not follow Urbani into Rico, but he did and ended up in this state. Notably, GB got started on the Fruit Ladies in advance of Urbani, having a bit of a time with the Durians here, but is already set up for Pineapple Lady. That should be enough of an advantage for him. Meanwhile, Mason is mopping up 25 blues here. We'll set him up for 45 totals. Has already traded in 20, so with 25 total blues obtained in Pinna, he should end up with the 45 required.
Yeah, so I'm seeing if GB does win out for ladies, that kind of takes away some of Urbani's lead, right? Assuming
Yeah,
GB doesn't
Urbani will
delete.
have then spent a lot of time for literally no payoff.
Mhm.
And it looks like game
But
is transitioning into hundreds here.
I feel like
I
GB's
think this is Bianco 1. No,
Rico
this is
one?
not Bianco
Is
1.
that what you meant?
This is this Rico 5? This is Rico 500s, I think.
That looks
Yeah,
like
it's
Rico
Rico
5. I see
500s.
the blooper. This is a goal.
Spicy. And it comes down to Durians, but GB was just well in advance there. A little bit of not the cleanest throws, or at least set up for throws for the pineapples. He's looking for the last Durian, though.
Where did it go?
Speaking of almost a foregone conclusion, this is all of a sudden becomes a lot closer than it had any right of being.
It looked like
GB
it
is
fell
going
in
to
the
need
water.
to.
I did not see it fall
It
in the
must
water
have
though.
fallen in the water.
This is rough. Especially with these Durians going super far.
Urbani is starting with the Durians here, it seems.
Okay, GB just needs to land this in. This is close, but will Urbani click it?
Yep, we'll get it in.
And
So
Urbani clicks it.
a Durian pitched into the water results in a rough snipe for GB. And we were talking about the impact that this would have on Urbani losing this goal. GB is not in a fine position.
Yeah, that is rough. GB looking a little lost now.
To be honest, it's hard to come up with what he can do at this point.
Yeah. The Delfinos, I mean, set him up for Pinna, but he didn't win out to Pinna.
Didn't win out to Pinna, decided to bail and do Fruit Ladies, and yeah, I think he's come to the conclusion that there's very little else he can do right now.
Still got
While
some
Urbani,
gelato stuff, 5 from 3. Well, I guess no, not 5 from 3. BBB for game. Maybe
5 uniques, 2 Piantissimos might be, and hundreds might be his strat, but the game is already doing hundreds here, and is going to get hundreds in a boss shine.
I'm thinking game maybe should have done other stuff and left the hundos to G.
I agree. I think
Game's
that
better set up for 5 uniques from 5 from 3. And also work towards Piantissimo from the 5 from 3. And also 7 birds. I mean, even 3 hit-ins there.
Yeah, one of the downsides to this split of 5 bluebirds, 7 bluebirds between the two results in this sort of awkward, or Bonnie now also has to do all of these birds. It's not necessarily a huge loss here. Meanwhile, Mason is mopping up the remaining blues for 25 blues, 45 totals. Puts them at 10 goals.
So, there's the click. Wait, 10 goals. Are we missing one?
He does not have 25 pin blues yet.
Ah, okay.
For Bonnie, in the death here in Bianco 6. No, Bianco 3 reds. My bad. Going for 3 hiddens right now. Not a bad call. I think that's what GB is also thinking about doing, but he just lacks the 3rd secret access or 3rd hidden access right now. So
Using Bianco as one of your hundos, I would have preferred maybe like Serena 1. Work from 1 from each as well, and then Piano 1 hundo.
yeah, Sereno Beach Money would have been kind of strong in that case. Now, if you have aspirations of 5 bosses, though, or 5 unique bosses, Manta tends to be part of that conversation.
Yeah. Either one would have worked. That's why I think the hundo would have been better for G. Game had at least 2 bosses. I mean, game could do like Wiggler.
I wouldn't be surprised here if Mason's going to be the one that goes for 3 hiddens right now. Both GB and Urbani lack a 3rd hidden access. Urbani needs to get access to Gelato. This will be the first time he's done it. Maybe they're just going to trust him to that. GB doesn't have access to a 3rd hidden right now. It looks like Mason is heading to Rico. Is this now a play for 5 uniques, maybe? Or is this...
1 from each,
I don't know
5
what this
uniques
is
as
for.
well.
Yeah.
Might be a 1 unique quick lose as well. I mean, if they're at 10, get 70, and get 3 hiddens, and you only need 1 more.
This will get him to 50 and then some. In he goes.
Shine count. So at 12, trade in it's 15. Not quite enough for Noki. So Bonnie's got 5 from 2. Yeah, if you do Wiggler
Yes.
here, that is 5 from 3 as well. Then all you gotta do is Rocket Bird and you're at a Piantis.
Would also be a 3rd unique boss for Mr. Urbani. I think Urbani's here mostly for the birds. Wants to reap the 7 bluebird.
Yeah. That'll... Wait, and that'll be it, right? 1,
7
2,
bluebirds.
with totals. I'm just thinking secured goals. I guess, yeah, 3 hiddens not secured.
3 hiddens is not yet secured. No.
The GB's... Oh, GB's running in circles. Wait, how did... I think game got scammed out of a coin. The Pokey was shooting the purple stuff, and still only got 1. But there, yeah, chat brings up a good point. This is like 30 minutes in. It's been a fast match.
Well, you also didn't start the timer on time, Mr. Restream.
only like max 2 minutes, all right.
I don't know, man. Rounding up's hard. 42 plus 20 traded in makes 60. Lives, all of a sudden. Thought in the brain of Mason.
Yeah, Mason's been getting live since the start. Not many. Urbani has as well.
Yeah, definitely hasn't been grinding them. Misses the ledge grab there. We've been there. We've all been there.
You grab that ledge? I've never got it.
Gotta,
If you
right?
can't. I don't know. One of those weird ones that I always clip through. We have derp confirming. We add 2 minutes. GB. Missing Shine Gate.
Goes
But-
into Serena instead. Or no, it goes into Pianta instead. My bad.
I mean, this does work to Antissimos, I guess.
Too little, too late. IMO.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. Oh, Mason does not get enough height on these wall kicks. Just exits area though. At
Yeah, at this
63
point, he
blues.
doesn't need it as a win condition. 3 hit-ins clicked away by Mr. Urbani.
And yeah, that's it. So then Mason just needs to finish up totals. Urbani just needs to finish birds.
And he has the Pinna cutscene. Easy to do.
Pin a cutscene and then just re-enter Bianco. Even save warp. And
Yeah.
game's about to finish 3 hundos. I don't know if your game will get it in time. It's be close.
Yeah, here's another reason why I would have preferred GB doing the hundreds, right? If you're going to Delfino rush, getting the 100 coin shine while doing other stuff isn't all that much slower.
Yeah, I don't think that would have been a bad idea for 9. It wouldn't be the fastest 9 rush, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. Seeing the box game 3 timing when it was should have given you a bit of a clue about if you were ahead or not. But yeah, this was one of the failure cases of 2v2. I think for Game and GB, they both ended up doing the goals that they were just behind to, and like weren't able to transition out of like the Delfino rush super well. Game had the right idea, going for 2 rockets when he did, but he shouldn't have committed as hard to Rico. Should have gone
And
done something
That's
else.
7 birds.
Yeah, that's 7 birds, and then that's 70 totals from Mr. Mason. GG.
GG. Did Urbani get the bird in Pinna or in Bianco?
Urbani did get the bird in Bianco. Yes.
Okay. I didn't see it. Now let's see if they want an interview. This was kind of a
I would
fast
not be
match.
surprised.
I'll let the timer go for like a little bit more. So the final time on Bingo Sync was 36 minutes and 54 seconds. So I'll pause it when it gets.
Mason hopping in here. Hello, Mason. Hello, Urbani. Hello, game. Welcome, GG's to you all.
GG's, guys.
Congrats,
GGs.
Mason Urbani, on your win. And
Thanks.
hello,
Thank
game
you.
and GB. GG's. Let's there's not a ton to talk about this match, because it fell into the classic story of Game and GB ending up going for the stuff that Mason and Urbani were going for. Urbani and Game, you two were racing basically for the same set of goals. Walk us through your card evaluation and how you wanted to divide up this work, because our thesis was that there was not a ton of reason to go super late, and which made it kind of tough to divide up the card.
I think the Bianco Rico synergy was ridiculous on this card.
I agree.
Yeah.
Just OP.
So I was just like, I mean, it was literally what I did last. Like, it was almost the same as what I did the first game. That really pushed us ahead, except it was even better. So I was like,
So
all
I
right,
did
it's too important. We have to send Urbani for it. And he got 6 goals, or yeah, he got 5 goals really fast. It
Yeah.
would have been 6 if he had finished 2 rockets.
I was so close to 2 rockets, man.
Yeah, and Game, you made the right call there to try to bail out of Rico and try to secure 2 rockets, but I think Rico was just a losing call all around. I'm sure you and GB both saw the synergy apparent in the Bianco Rico start.
Yeah, I mean, our thing here, like especially with me doing the pretty obvious Bianco Rico and knowing that like Rabani was gonna win to it all, it was kind of like, well, for me it was like if I don't do it, we lose, and if I do it, then like maybe Urbani will just get distracted by hiddens, or maybe he'll just like die at Rico 4 so many times or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
we were trying to come
Yeah,
up with like
I
a
looked
way you could
at.
cut power out of it, and we were just like coming up empty. You had to like do some really woke gelato stuff, maybe, and right like in seed boss rematch, and like try to win out to like episode shine somehow.
What was the thing? I was like, there were 6 goals, and it was if they rushed one, they could take maybe 1 or 2, and they took one. They took 2 rockets. Um, but yeah, I was like, Bianco 4 hoverless is fast enough to where Urbani can still win out to 8M graffitis, even if they rush it. If they rush 8Ms with doing Bianco 4 with hover, if they rush 4 bosses, that's fine. That means they had to do a 4 uniques play or maybe a Rico 5 play. That still doesn't get anything else in there. If they rush 9 episodes, okay.
yeah.
If they rush, well, I mean, again, I think 2 boss rematches was like impossible to lose. Maybe if they
Yeah.
ignored rockets. Um, but
Yeah, and it was played exactly the way that I anticipated it should be played, which was dipping out of Bianco after Bianco 4 and going to Rico. And I just don't think there was a lot of ways that it could be contested against somebody with Urbani like Urbani's speed.
yeah,
Yeah,
so I just had to do the real safe stuff.
GB's saying in voice spin that GB wanted some sort of chaotic thing, and told game just to do anything you can.
yeah, GB wanted me to do like Fruit Ladies or something or Lives earlier, I think. But my my resistance to that was that like okay, if I do that I get a goal, but we still lose.
Yeah,
Like
that's the playing for score mentality. I felt like I was like,
yeah,
if
that's
they rush lives or fruit ladies, they just lose to everything else,
So
which means that either we win or that fruit ladies and lives will be available for us to take.
Root Ladies was unfortunate. GB was ahead, but then Durian somehow fell in the water. Even I'm unsure how that Durian fell in the water because they all bounced off the backboard. But it
You just
did.
get some rough bounces
Yeah.
after,
And so that gave Urbani the click. That just
which was
hurt him
just
more.
that was
Yeah.
just a lot of mental damage. I think that was a lot of just it's just rough because it felt like GB and tell me if that was tell me if this is accurate because it felt that way. Like there was not really a clear game plan for you after like the 5 bluebirds into the 3 fruit ladies snipe.
Yeah.
It just felt like you were building towards that whole game plan, and then you were going to go do pinna, but then 5 bluebirds got clicked, so you bailed, and you wanted to do fruit ladies, but then you got sniped there, and then it was sort of like, okay, what do you do? We were thinking like hundreds would have been an interesting route for you to take. Like you routed in Delfino hundreds while doing 9, but the game had already started hundreds, and so obviously that became a rush. You sort of went to gelato, maybe there was like a play for like 5 from 3 and 2 piantissimos and hit-ins, but Urbani just had the access. Urbani had the speed and was just able to reap the benefits.
Yeah. GB saying game had already started the hundos, but he had no good clue what to do.
Did
Yeah,
you
I
like
Yeah,
was.
that I
well,
got Chuckster with
I was
50
wondering
points?
how if I was contested for blues or pinna.
No, not really.
I
That
think
that 5 bluebirds click scared GB off.
yeah, GB committed
What did he do
hardcore to
after
the
9
9
Delfino?
Delfino.
He
He
well,
hadn't
he
unlocked
unlocked
anything.
plants, and then entered gelato to get birds. But that just ended up being too slow.
Yeah, maybe if GB forfeited the birds and would have been ahead to 25 pinna and
Yeah.
pinna 5.
But then he probably would have been ahead to 45.
GB did not
Also
care
true.
about blues at all. Most of them didn't.
Yeah.
Right? How many blues did you
Which
end up
like
having, GB?
I felt like blues were only good if you went for 45 and 25 pinna blues.
I mentioned the same. I was like, you set up pretty well. Like if you're gonna go for 45, 25 pin of blues is not the worst. Like high blues total
But
goal.
like rushing total blues before pinna is just kind of eh.
Yeah, you got
And
blues
Yeah.
of opportunity along the way, Mason. You grab some of the plaza blues, some of the easy stuff, and just to get to like 20, so you could get the 45.
Yeah, that was the plan. Get to at least 20.
I'm trying to
Yeah, this
see
was a
what
weird
else.
card.
Yeah, I didn't think blues were like super great in the card, which made me feel like they were super safe. So I rushed box game 3, and then I just have to get a few uncontested goals here and there. Obviously, I wanted 9 Delfinos, but like I wasn't gonna rush them. And I was like, if someone does rush 9 Delfinos and like getting to Noki matters for 12 Noki blues, I have better Delfinos available. So
Yeah, that is true. I don't know who was ahead to Noki at the end. GB's kind of out of Delfinos.
how's that 17 after trade in?
Right, right.
It would have probably been Mason or Bonnie favored there, but anyway.
Because GB did, um, GB did
Here's the shot.
Fruit Ladies, and Game did Noki. My original plan was to get to like rush. I mean, do like pin a 5 from the back hover list, get to Noki, finish 70 totals with like 12 Noki blues. Then I saw that we were at 10 goals and her
Yeah,
Bonnie
and you're
was
like, just
gonna
put the
finish
twist the knife in, get faster Rico blues, and then go to Bianca.
Yeah, finish it quickly. Finish in what, under 37 minutes? I'm pretty happy with that.
Yep. Final
Yeah, the
time
synergy
was
on the Bianca
36:54.
Rico synergy was just broken on this card. Just
Yeah.
kind of made it rough. Nothing you could really out route about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
haven't
were
seen
like,
many.
maybe if they don't see the line, like it's favored, you have to kind of see it, but the line was just so obvious in retrospect that
Yeah, Bianco and Rico both basically lacked like the in-between goals, like enemies or blue totals. Just straight rush for bosses.
yeah, and just
See,
not.
normally that would have been my counter would be go straight down the path, don't stray for any enemies or anything. But those weren't on the card anyway.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
and
a clear path.
there's no like
Yeah, I was like-
incidental stuff to go for. There's no reds on this card, right? Like reds would have been beneficial because you could like prioritize those in combination with Delfinos if you wanted to. 5 uniques is just
Well,
too
there's
late game to reasonably contest. 2 Piantissimos is rough. 5 from 3 is speed bullied. Delfino Rocket is gonna go. Whoever commits the pinna and has the speed, right? Like this card just was not conductive at the end of the day to anything other than this Bianco Rico play.
yeah, like I sometimes Pianta's strong, but Pianta was terrible here. Thought about it maybe for like 5 from 3 for a Bonnie, but
Oh,
no.
GB offering a draw. Do you guys accept?
No.
No.
Gotta know. Damn.
What?
Hey,
Why do you wanna?
according to the 2v2 tourney rules, if you can find them clicking a goal early, you have a right to a rematch. So feel free to review the VOD.
Go for it.
But yep, I think that's all we got.
That is all she wrote. Well, that was a match.
Yeah, I do like these 2v2 matches being kind of quick. Like this was 50 minutes in from when it started right now. With
Hey,
Energy.
send people off to bed before midnight. Well, you should get some sleep before midnight because in a short and scant, may I mention, in less than 9 hours from now, we will have Small Brain and the protagonist versus AOT in a blackout bingo match at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, commentated by Rudira and Dingman. And then on Sunday we have stop me if you've heard this team name before, Mr. Juan, but the Gen 2 duo versus Kona Spirit at 4 p.m. on Sunday. The 2v2 action is coming fast and furious, so don't miss a moment. Make sure to follow Sunshine Community. Join the Discord at sms.bingo/Discord to make sure you never miss a match. That'll be all from us here in the 2v2 commentary booth. GG's again to Mason and Urbani, getting the victory over GB and Game. We will be rating over to Mr. Reed. Make sure to give him your energy, and we will see you again. There's one other programming note that I want to touch on. Bingo-thon is hosting their Bingo-thon Summer Marathon this weekend, and there will be a showcase match of Draft Lockout between Ramato and I think Larvae.
Correct.
That will be this weekend on Saturday, I believe. I will post more details in the Discord. Be sure to check it out and lend some energy to showcase what SMS Bingo is all about. That's it for the programming notes. Have a fantastic evening, everybody. And we'll see you next week. We'll see you tomorrow, actually, bright and early, 8:30 a.m. Eastern, for Small Brain and the Protagonist versus AOT here on Sunshine Community.
What an outro. Nothing more to say. Bye bye, everybody.
See ya.
Peace. Peace.